Hi, I'm Scott Goldthorpe, and today I will be presenting about a Giving Voice to Values case entitled Franklin Industries Whistleblowing. And in this case, there's an individual, Natalie, who is the assistant manager in the accounting department, and she discovers some unusual transactions in their system. And she has the internal auditors investigate these unusual transactions, and they discover that Denny, who's the department manager, has been authorizing these transactions and making these entries to this unknown company. There's no documentation for this company, and it appears to be a fictitious company. And further investigation by the internal auditors, they discover that this company is owned by Denny's sister, and after a little while, from his sister's company is then transferred back to Denny's personal accounts. And so these amounts total up to be about $5 million of embezzlement. And so Natalie tells or informs the controller about this embezzlement. And shortly thereafter, she is demoted from assistant manager to a staff supervisor. And so after this, she files a complaint with HR, saying that she had been retaliated against because of her discovery, or of her telling the controller about this embezzlement. After a while, she gets a report back from HR that states that there is no embezzlement, and she was not demoted based upon her confession or her investigation into this embezzlement. So she talks to her friend Roger, who is a good friend and a longtime employee of Franklin Industries, about this embezzlement. And he cautions her to not take it any further, this matter of embezzlement, because the culture of Franklin Industries is don't rock the boat. So he cautioned her to kind of leave it alone, because she had already brought it up with the controller and filed a claim with HR. But she decides that she needs to do something about this. These goes against her values, and that she needs to do something about this. And so if you think about what some of the main arguments that Natalie will need to counter, she brought this up with the CEO or the board of directors, that they might argue that Denny, who's doing this embezzlement, is a trustworthy individual. He's worked in the company for a long time, so there's no need to worry about it. Or they may not realize that the fake company is fake. They might think it is real, and so they're fine with these transactions and paying this money to this company. And so if you think about what is at stake here, is Natalie could potentially lose her job if she continues to resolve this issue. And also, if you think about all the parties involved, it's not just her that's stuff at stake. It is also Denny could face jail time, prison time for this embezzlement, as well as the board of directors, if they don't do anything about this, if they have knowledge about it, and if the company goes over, they could be in trouble as well, because this is a publicly traded company. So there's a lot of people involved here. And if you think about what points Natalie could make, is that embezzlement is a very big issue. It hurts the stockholders of the company, and so it is not just the employees of the company that would be affected by this embezzlement. Also, that the company could face legal consequences. So this is a very important issue that, or points that Natalie could make with those that she confides in, with the head of the company. And if she does face the fear of being fired for bringing this up with the company, the board of directors, she could file a claim with the SEC, because it is a publicly traded company. Because she really needs to make a point or resolve this issue, because it's not ethical for the shareholders involved. And so one thing that I really learned from this case is that you got to take action when you're in the situation and resolve the issue. Even if you have fear for being fired, you need to resolve it, and then leave the company, find a job elsewhere if they're doing things that are against your values and beliefs, and they won't do anything about it.